Okay, well, it is back to school season, which means hundreds of thousands of kids are headed back to class. But that also means more cars and more kids on the roads, so drivers need to be extra careful in and around school zones.
That we all do. KHOU11's Jennifer Reyna has the school zone mistakes to avoid just to keep everybody safe.
The morning commute is about to look a lot busier with thousands of children headed back to school. AAA Texas says drivers need to be extra alert in school zones.
We've got drivers who are far too distracted, using their smartphones still while driving, even through school zones. You've got people going way too fast for the conditions on the road.
AAA says both distractions and speeding are putting children at risk. The organization says research shows a pedestrian hit at 25 miles an hour is far more likely to survive than someone hit at 35 miles an hour. Just a 10-mile-per-hour reduction can mean the difference between life and death.
Drivers need to watch out for kids. Of course, they're going to be excited. They're going to be walking with their friends. Watch out for kids that may dart into the street or come out between parked cars.
AAA is also reminding parents to encourage your children to remove earbuds when they're walking to school, make eye contact with drivers before crossing the street, and make sure their bike helmets are fitted properly.
The hours between 3 p.m. and 7 p.m. are critical hours for our school-age children. That's when they're walking home from school, they're heading to after-school activities, but it's also a time when you have drivers, commuters heading home from work, mixing on the roads with the kids who are walking and bicycling. And the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration found that 1/3 of child pedestrian fatalities happen between those hours of 3 p.m. and 7 p.m.
That's because afternoon commuters are sharing the roads with students walking home, riding bikes, and heading to after-school activities. Drivers are required by law to stop for school buses displaying flashing red lights, obey crossing guards, and leave at least 3 feet when passing bicyclists.
So if viewers had one takeaway, what would it be from this interview?
You know, drivers should remember that these kids deserve to get to school and get home safely. And so if there's one thing that drivers can do, that's slow down, pay attention, and just be prepared for the unexpected.
Jennifer Reyna, KHOU 11 News.